are watching tulipswift. Welcome to a very special movie review on my channel. Today we're talking about Star Trek Beyond, which came out like yesterday. It's pretty new. I just saw it last night. Loved it. I'm just a little kid and I love the original show, and I love the new movies. Really got me back into it again. I really did not know what Star Trek Beyond was about. So I really did not know what to expect going into this one, and it feels like yesterday, but it was actually a while ago that Leonard Nimoy died. Anton Yelchin just died a few weeks ago, and that's awful. He's Chekhov, if you didn't know. I gave this movie, I don't know how to rate movies. I've never rated movies. I just want to give it 5 stars because I do my books in stars. It's kind of weird because when the first two came out, I was really pumped, and now it's oh, they're making another one, and there's years later, and it's a gap, so the excitement is kind of not as built up as it was before, but of course I love this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, it's action-packed, it's really funny, definitely in-depth on the characters and what we know about them and how they relate to each other. It's way darker than I thought. The second one's called Into the Darkness. This one's called Star Trek Beyond, and I thought it was all hype and they're just having a good time and they're a family. But this one's whoa, it hits you in the feels. So now I'm gonna start spoiling the movie. So now I'm just talking to people who've already seen it so I can talk about specific things that have happened. Where do we start? We start with some crap scenes with McCoy and Kirk. It's it's my birthday, let's drink to that. And he goes and he drives the ship, and I'm really, Kirk? Really? I really wish they just started off right where we left off and got into the action, but it the first just 2 scenes were just so dumb and slow. A voiceover the ship's been pretty lame. I've gotten bored in space. So we're back in space and we get a distress message from this alien woman, and I'm just this is bad news. Nope, I don't like this at all. They go there and they're immediately attacked, and I'm whoa, GTFO. But then Kirk's no, shoot them with all we got and we'll just go right through. And they're no, Kirk, we're not gonna make it. Man, this was definitely the most painful part of the movie, just seeing the Enterprise ripped apart. Oh my goodness. I can't even, it's never gone that far. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen it been that, brutal in a movie or an episode, and it was so terrible and destructive, and I'm are they okay? Kirk's thing is that he will always protect his crew, and there's a lot of parallels between him and his father from the first movie, which was Chris Hemsworth, by the way. Kirk would rather save his crew than save himself. The crew was I feel they could have actually gotten actors. They felt extras, and they felt just a crowd of people. I mean, I wish we got more personal with the crew because they were a big part of this story, and it just felt a ton of extras and they were random and we didn't get to know them. Also, I just want to bring this up. I know that the women in the original show, they wear dresses as their uniform. They have to wear it now because it's chronologically before the original series and it just makes sense, but God, I hate it. I don't want to work for Starfleet and wear a stupid dress. That's awful. It just makes me so mad. So they crash land on this planet. And this is definitely one of my favorite parts of the movie is when we split up into little groups, they're working together, and then we have some great interactions, but the groups are very specifically put together. McCoy and Spock, that's so important. I love them. They're so funny. Spock has been punctured, he's not okay, and McCoy's I'm a doctor, not a plumber. Scotty and Jayla, who we meet, and I love her, and she reminded me of Selena Sardothian just because she had long white hair and she's so strong and fighter. I really needed a new character in the movie that wasn't a villain, and she provided that, and it was so good and important. I still wish we got more characters. So then this villain Crawl, I noticed that I didn't know his motive, and I felt that very significant. He's talking about it he has his reasons, but I'm no, he needs a better motive. Sulu was great in this movie, whenever he took the captain's chair. When they land, they show him with his boyfriend or husband, and then they have a kid. And they're doing that because the original Sulu, which is George Takei, he's gay. It was so cute, and it was such a good addition. And then we have, they call him Ambassador Spock, talking about Spock in the future, which is Leonard Nimoy. He gets the picture, and it's of the original cast. It was everybody. And then like Uhura, and just seeing the school squad. It was the squad. Okay, Uhura and Spock, I, like, from the first movie, did not ship it, but still, I'm on the third movie and I don't see the chemistry. It's a good conversational, like, debate, because it's the alternate universe, so it's like, maybe they would have ended up together. Anyways, we find out about Crawl, and then he wants to take down Yorktown, and we have to save all these people. It's so intense. I realized it way before they said it that they're gonna use Jayla's music, and then they end up with Kirk's song that was actually in the trailer too for the third movie, and then obviously from the first movie where he's on the cliff and then the authorities are chasing him. But then we kind of discovered who Crawl is. I liked this because Crawl was like a captain, and now he's against them because they did not go and pick him up when he was stranded on that planet because they thought he was dead. I mean, I don't blame them at all. It's like the Martian all over again, right? And then he made himself immortal. I'm really confused how he had this like big alien face and then all of a sudden he's just like himself again when he's back on Yorktown. You don't understand that part. I love that actor. Who's he? Idris Elba? Oh man, he was good. I loved him. I love the Rihanna song on the credits. I was just listening to that actually, that she made the song for the movie, and she's so supportive of the Star Trek fam. You know, at the end when they say, in memory of Leonard Nimoy, I was like, oh man, like my heart. And then it said for Anton. Zachary Quinto posted about like how much the cast means to him and how proud he is of this project. I mean, everyone's really like 110%. Chris Pine is an amazing Captain Kirk. He's like the essence of everything William Shatner put into that character, and I love it so much. Just seeing the blue, red, yellow shirts on the screen, and then it's just like, that's Star Trek, and it's in theaters like 50 plus years later from when the 3 seasons of the original show was canceled, and like here we are and fam is back. That will be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, bye, and live long and prosper.